Okay, real quick, let's look at I Was But God in the key of B. We'll also do the key of E. I'll show you some easy shapes and some rhythmic patterns for that. So if you're leading the song, easy mode is just to capo 4 and do your G shapes, capo 4. Like this, here's your chords, here's one. I would use your low third on this one. It's up high enough to where it's not going to be muddy. And then you've got your 5, 6 minor 7, your 4 2. Your strumming is going to be like 8th note down up like this. 5 6. So those are the shapes I recommend for that. You're not going to play for the first part of the song, and then you're going to come in on the hits, the tag, rather, of the last verse. If he did it for me. If he did it for me, he will do it for me. It's a lot easier to go down, up, strum on that than have to. It's going to be too one-directional for that. So, and then with the bridge, you're going to play the same chord shapes, but you're going to build. You're going to break it down to just the quarter notes there. So you just down strums on that. When you're building, you can kind of just play like a couple of the bottom strings, a couple of the lower strings. Give it a softer dynamic feel. And then when you're really building with the band, you can play all the strings through. And that'll brighten it up and make it feel a little bit more drivey at that part. And then when you come back in, you'll do the hits. You can listen to the drum part, or you can just listen to the acoustic parts for knowing the exact hits. I think they're kind of like it's the same chords, but you're going to do the hits with the band when you come back in. 5 6. That. So I don't remember the exact hits off the top of my head, but they're in the ISO there. So just come in with the hits on the band. Most importantly, you're not going to drive straight through that that part while the band's doing the hits. You want to do that with them. So that's your key of B, G shapes. Now the other part in the ISO is doing power chords here. So you could do these two. I might actually prefer these live, but if you're leading the song, obviously you might want to do G shapes there. So with your B shapes, you don't play these a lot, but they're really cool when you get to. There's some muting that's involved with them. I'll show you here. But yeah, your one is basically you're muting the bottom and the top string. So this is muted and this is muted with the inside of your hand. The middle part is playing a B power chord, 1 5 1, and then another 1. So that's your 1. And you got your 5 right here. It's an add 4 chord. Let me play it again. You're muting that A string with the back of your first finger. And then you've got your 6 minor 7. Like that. And then still muting that A string, and then your 4 chord. You can either let the E open. What I'm doing there, it's the same shape as like the 1 chord, but I'm like letting my finger off of it a little bit so that the low E can ring out. And then when I'm going from 4 to 1, I just push my first finger forward to mute the low E. Like that. So kind of have to do some muting there and practice that, but what you get when you play that is a nice low and open sound. So chorus like that is like this. So, and if you have 2 acoustics, one doing the G shapes and one doing the open B shapes, sounds really cool. So you can do that for B. If you're playing an E, let's do no capo first. I would play, similarly, playing this low, I would just do 1s and 5s. You can play string by string. It's just 1s and 5s all the way through. You can also do your traditional E shape. It's just with the 3rd right here. I'm not going to fret it. I'm just muting it. I don't want it to sound too like happy right there. Having it be that second sound there is a little bit more power. It makes it sound more just like firm and powerful there. 5, just your B shape. 6, 4 to 1. So those are your chords for E shapes. Or you can do this too. Use all the strings if you don't want to mute. It's nice open E chord. If you're leading and you don't want to do that, or you want to make it simpler, you can do C shapes, capo 4, back to capo 4 again. For this high up, I would use the 3rd, and here are the chords here for C shapes for key V. That 4 chord is like a 1 sus. So together, skip. There's a little bit less movement involved in that, so that's an option for you if you're playing in the key of E. So that should be all you need for I Was But God, and hope that's helpful.